kind of running. There's the shower that I took. It's so nice, hot water. And then I was blessed to stay in this trailer. I hope you can see it. So I was blessed to stay in that trailer last night. I want to touch on synchronicity and being open to the opportunities out there, and also being confident and strong internally to focus on your intentions. Basically uniting the Shakti, which is what I first explained, the flow, the flexibility to be open, and then the Shiva, the meditated, illuminating, determined side of us. We all have this masculine and feminine energy within us. And it's very important to always harness that. No matter if you have highs, no matter if you have lows, because either way, the universal truths, the laws go the same. And you need to embrace the beauty of life. First self-love, obviously, but love your situation too. Don't always be concerned about the next step, where you're gonna go. Be present and now, even if you hit a low, because then you'll start to realize the synchronistic patterns in life. These patterns are an awakening, a signal that this is where you are headed. This is where you should be headed, or maybe this is where you shouldn't be headed. For example, I came out here to California to go specifically to Mount Shasta. I have not been yet. It has been too cold for me to go, could not find the gear. Every time I got a ride, they canceled on me in the last minute. I even went to hitchhike still, being super determined, all in my masculinity. I'm Miss Powerful. I'm gonna do anything no matter what. And I can. But I must be aware and open to timing. Divine timing is everything. See, now I have the opportunity to go to Mount Shasta for free, with a ride, with meals, with a place to stay, and to be taught by the Huacho Indian descent Brian, I believe is his name, and he's a shaman that was taught from the Indians in Sierra Madre, Mexico. And there we go with Mexico again. Mexico is just like this ongoing pattern that keeps happening through my journey. I keep hearing connections with Mexico, or people who used to live in Mexico, or their indigenous traditions from Mexico. And I went to go visit Mexico because I wanted to learn more about my roots and about myself. I only met my dad 2.5 years ago. And, not everything has been going how I originally planned. Even when I said, hey, I'm gonna go up to this farm, make some money with a friend. Unfortunately, he was racist, kicked us out, and I ended up almost driving my friend insane because I was bumming in her car for 2 or 3 days afterwards because it was raining really hard. I was trying to boggle my brain to figure out what the heck happened and what am I gonna do now. But once I let all of that go and I just knew that everything was gonna be okay, I got this call from the Deer Foundation for volunteering at the retreat in Mount Shasta, that all those beautiful amenities that I said earlier that I'd be have, they're going to provide. And most likely I got it. The first call was from this chick named Sarah. Had an amazing long conversation about our lives and also about this interview. And then afterwards, I was kind of on the fence of, am I going to go to stay in California and work with Norm in the San Bernardino, Fontana area? He has a house for a co-op he's starting. Or am I going to go back to Mexico and get free teaching from this spiritual healer, Israel, who, he doesn't know just one form of spiritual tradition. He embraces all. He knows Reiki. He knows different energy works. He knows how to get in tune with nature and manipulate the elements. He also knows how to do ceremonies, different archangels. He's familiar with the Hindu deities. Everything that I'm interested. He knows about the chakras. He knows how to do psychic surgery. And after that, I texted Norm. I felt a little anxious texting him. For whatever reason, I didn't want to call. I wanted to text to check up to see how the development and stuff is going. But I decided to call Israel. And so I called him, and he accepted me as his student, and he only has 3 students. He's very, 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 very serious and strict about the spiritual practices, and students only last maybe a month with him. So yeah, he only has 3 students because he expects people to be very disciplined. And I definitely need self-discipline when it comes to my sadhana. And sadhana is spiritual practice. And I know that it will help me because I'm a natural competitive person, and I always get in the groove when other people around me are doing similar things. It's just, I need a little extra nourishment and development as to get me going, and then once I'm going, I'm good. So it just was synchronistic. I get a call from Mount Shasta, and then on the phone she's telling me that the shaman that does the retreat is from the Huichol Indians, which is in Sierra Madre, Mexico. And I'm like, there goes that theme again with Mexico. So I call Israel afterwards, and he accepts me. So now I know I'm going to Mexico. And I just want to remind you guys that regardless of whatever is going on, no matter how confused you are, I know, are not confused about what you want and what you like in life. What you're confused and frustrated about is the circumstances in your environment that's not providing that. So look internally and realize what's the cause that you're creating that's not making this environment, or that you're blindsided by your fears. Because as soon as I got out of that car with Jules, it started hailing on me, you guys. And I just wasn't going to fear the rain anymore, Mother Nature. I was like, I'm here to connect with Mother Nature. Who am I to say that I have fear for it? I went through, kept walking, and I ended up seeing these beautiful redwoods going through and having the shade from these big trees as I'm walking. And then right as I go to almost throw out myself and just be like, dang, I'm tired of walking, this gear is so heavy, I'm in the rain still, Mother Earth, please do something for me. I instantly was like, what? No. Mother Earth is here to protect me, but I must provide for myself. I must provide the path for myself, and Mother Earth will open it up as I walk through the way. So I can't just expect, all these crazy signs. I need to have some confidence in myself first to even be aware of the signs. And as soon as I realized that insight, I saw a rainbow. And guys all know my project's Remember the Rainbow. And I just want to remind you guys to remember the rainbow inside and never give up. No matter what high or low that you're experiencing, awaken to the power and the divinity within to realize all the beauty right there for you, paving out your path.